Howdy!
My friends, today is a different video. We just came back from America. We went to, Sarah,
Texas and New York.
two different experiences, and we thought about doing a video about the culture shocks we end up experiencing there. While I was doing the list, I realized that I had a lot. We go with 5 today, but if you guys leave a like, we may do parts 2. That said, Sarah, ask them for the most important thing.
Guys, leave a like, thumbs up.
And if they subscribe,
You make our day.
damn right. Sarah, let's start with this. Tell me your first culture shock.
So, my first. We saw flags in every place. We saw in houses, shops, street,
Everywhere.
even cars. So you can see that the people are very proud of their
Yeah,
country, and I admire that.
no, I agree. To me, this was not a culture shock, Sarah, because I've been reacting for so long here that they told me that it would be something coming. It's still impactful when you see the
Yeah.
flag for the first time. After a while, it becomes a bit more normal. But the first days, I was like, oh wow, there is actually flags everywhere. But I'm just saying it's not a culture shock for me because I was aware.
Yes, but it's different.
Oh, it's very
than-
different, yeah.
If you compare to Europe, it's very different. Yeah.
It's very different. No, Americans are. I'm not sure if they are the most patriotic people in the world, but they
Right.
are one of the most, for sure. Okay, let's go with my first culture shock. My first culture shock, and I'm trying to go in a different direction, my friends, because I don't want to say things that a lot of you guys are aware of. But to me, it was how good the infrastructure was. Real talk, it was really amazing. Driving in America, even though it's a bit chaotic, at least comparing where we live, but the roads, I thought, are massive,
Yes.
very well taken care of.
Right.
So I felt infrastructure in America is something that Americans should be proud.
Yeah.
It's really good. Of course, there will be different regions, different states. At least in San Antonio, because I drive it between San Antonio and Austin. I felt that the infrastructure there was quite amazing. And the way that they have the highways with the restaurants, I think everything is very well thought.
Yes, I
It
agree.
works very well for them. I will have another culture shock related with this, but I will save it for later. Sarah?
Another
Second.
one, friendly people. Everyone. The people are so nice. They talk so easily to you. They smile. And that makes me feel welcome.
Oh, I know. My friends, I'm laughing because, as you guys know, I know a bit more about America than Sarah because
Yes.
of the channel. So this to me is again something that I would say I was already expecting. No, but you are right. I mean, Americans end up being very. I felt very welcome in Texas. I felt very welcome in New York.
Yes.
To me, it was more that I felt the way Texans end up speaking, or people that live in that region. I don't know if it's the accent or something. Sounds a bit more kind to us,
Yes,
right? A
yes.
bit more. It's like your mother talking to you.
Exactly, yes.
It's something really interesting.
Don't get me wrong. Portuguese people are nice, but they don't talk easily to a stranger, you know?
Yeah, I would agree. And I actually think Portuguese people may be one of the friendliest people in Europe. I'm not
Yes.
saying this just because I actually believe it's true. But in Texas it was different. In New York, again, I have nothing bad to say.
say, yeah.
But the accent is a bit more tough. No, not sure if you
Yeah.
guys understand what we are trying
To
because
say, yeah.
maybe you guys don't feel this. At the end of the day, English is your. I mean, I suspect most people watching are Americans, so. But yeah, I mean, I totally agree. I totally agree with that. My second culture shock, and this is a bit obvious, but I have to say it. The food in America, my friends, it was crazy.
Oh, yeah.
I believe, I was thinking about this a lot. I believe if you like meat, fish, I'm not sure, to be fair, but if you like meat, America is probably the best place in the world.
Is the place.
It's the place, my friend.
Yes, yes.
It's crazy how well you guys do beef, pork, chicken. Because I was thinking, Americans are the best at fried chicken. Well, it's true, but Americans are also the best when it comes to brisket, pulled pork, all of those type of stuff. So I was shocked by how good the food was, how heavy the food was, because and everything was massive. Again would be another culture shock, but I was ready for that. Even though I'm not sure if this makes sense, but even though I was ready for the food to be good, it's still shocking. Real talk, I think it's kind of like the best cuisine in the
Yes,
world.
I
maybe.
agree with you. Yeah.
I mean, again, for seafood, stuff like that, we didn't experience a lot.
No.
We had some shrimp, but
Yes.
but for me, Jesus, and even for sweet stuff, I felt America was
yes.
banana pudding. Oh man, America was good. Sarah, tell me your third, right?
Yes, we saw wild animals everywhere.
Everywhere.
Specific when we were in Texas,
Yeah.
we saw deer, squirrel, armadillo,
We also saw
a raccoon, but
it was that, yeah.
yeah. So the fact I saw that many wild animals, I really felt that I'm surrendered by nature, and I love it. I love it.
Yeah. No, Texas, that region in Texas, the hill country,
Yes.
ended up surprising me so much because in my mind, Texas is like desert.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
that's the
thought that
idea.
too.
Probably
Yeah.
because of the Wild West or something. I think that, my friends. But it was such a gorgeous place there. It's really beautiful. I'm not saying that desert is not beautiful because I actually would love to go to places like Arizona because I also find beautiful that type of climate, maybe. You know what I mean? Because the thing is, I like mountains, I like desert, I like beach, I like I like rivers. I think there is beautiful in there. You can find you can enjoy exactly. You can find beauty in everything as
Yes.
long you have open-minded and you are prepared to take what the place is giving to you. And that was basically our experience in America. I mean, New
Yes.
York is completely different than Texas, my friends. But I enjoyed both equally. To live this, I was talking with you about this. To live, I probably would prefer Texas. New York is a bit chaotic to me.
Yeah.
But when I was in New York, I was so fascinated. And look, if you are young or something, and if you want to make it in life, that city seems like a great city to keep grinding and stuff like that. So it's not my thing, to be fair. But I understand why people get so fascinated by New York.
Yes.
But yeah, I agree with you. The wild animals was crazy. I was so disappointed that I didn't saw a
Yeah.
raccoon.
We didn't saw a raccoon, a skunk.
Yeah, but a skunk in Texas.
I don't know. I don't know.
think it's possible, actually. My friends, I went to the trash cans at night searching for this is actually a real story.
Yeah, it's true.
And I was like, people was looking at me very weird at one point, but man, there is no raccoons. Well, it is what it is. Now, this is my third, right?
Yes.
Related with the first one, and this is a bit of a critique. This is not for New York, it's for Texas. If you live in Texas and you don't have a driving license or a car or both,
You are screwed.
yeah. To me, I felt that. I felt
Yeah.
that because at one point I was like, should I actually, rent a car for Texas? I was like, maybe no. Maybe I just use public transportation. My friends, thank God we ended up getting a car. It was the best decision ever. Because again, if the first point is me praising America, the infrastructure is really good. But in other hand, since the infrastructure is so good for cars, to be fair, it's also good for bus. but I felt public transportation actually. Again, I was prepared for that, but I thought you guys exaggerated a bit when it comes. Oh, public transportation is bad. I thought, okay, it's bad, but at least there is public transportation. I didn't even saw public transportation in Texas.
Just a yellow school bus.
Just the school bus, my friends. That shocked me. I have to admit. Again, if you drive, Texas seems an amazing place. If you don't drive, I was a bit shocked because I don't understand how people move there very well. Oh, I've seen they pay Ubers. They have friends.
Yes, maybe, yeah.
I mean, but seems a nightmare to be fair. Sarah, your fourth one.
So, ice cube in water. So, I explained that. When the weather is hot, I understand you need to put ice in water.
I agree.
Okay. But when the weather is cold, like in New York, I was freezing. And at the restaurant, they gave me a glass of water
With ice already, right?
full with ice. For me, in that case, don't make sense.
We didn't
Sorry,
even ask.
guys.
The thing is, I guess they would say, "Oh, but you can ask without ice." But the thing is, we end up sitting on the table. The guy, bam,
Bam.
automatic
Yes.
water with ice. I mean, it's something kind of irrelevant at the end of the day for us, right?
Yeah, but
but
it was freezing outside.
Yeah, I agree. No. In Texas, it felt well.
Yeah.
My friends, in Texas, it was kind of hot in November. I was shocked also by that. I guess that could be another one, honestly. But I was shocked by the weather in Texas. The weather in New York felt normal because it's also cold here now.
Yeah.
No, but I agree. The thing with ice, we reacted to a video that Lost in the Pond, Lawrence did, that Americans are obsessed with ice. I kind of agree a bit. I think Americans really love ice.
Yes.
It's fascinating. Okay, the fourth one for me. America surprised me how much a melting pot is.
Oh, yeah.
In the sense that you experience that everywhere. Different cuisines. I speak Spanish multiple times in America, and to me that was weird and fascinating at the same time. You see you see Asians, you see white, you see black,
Right.
you see all Mexicans or Latin American people also there a lot. I mean, I know America is like that, but seeing that for the first time, it felt different than here in Europe, my friends. If you go to big cities, you experience that also here.
Like Lisbon.
Like Lisbon, Paris, forget about it. But if you live in a small town, you don't experience that melting pot of cultures. Basically is quite different. So I felt that was very interesting, and I enjoyed a lot because, for example, the cuisine in America is so good. I think that's one of the reasons,
Yeah.
because eating the Mexican food is so different than eating soul food.
Yeah, they
Then
have
there is classic American food.
exactly. They have so many different culture.
Yeah.
Then each one of them put their own culture.
adds value to America.
Yeah.
I feel like. I know, and I'm going to say this, I know that there is a lot of talks, even here in Europe, about immigration and stuff like that. And illegal immigration is completely different, to be fair. But I think America, I mean, at the end of the day, end up benefiting a lot with immigration. I really believe that. Sarah, is your final one?
Yes.
Final one.
So, big portion of food. Of food. So it's true. It's a fact.
It's a fact, yeah.
The portion, the food, the portion of food is
massive.
bigger
It's
than
much bigger.
in Europe.
Much bigger, yeah.
Is the fact. Just one portion of food is enough for both of us. Yeah.
It's crazy. No, I agree. I felt that more in Texas, to be fair.
Yes.
No, but even in New York, the portions ended up being really good. But in Texas,
Yeah.
holy sweet potato, my friends, it was a different level. It was like always, a plate was always like this. I could cut the plate, give half to Sarah, and we are fine.
Yes.
We end up spending a lot of money in New York, also in New York, but in America in general, because when we went to a restaurant, since we wanted to show different foods to you, my friends, we end up ordering a lot of stuff all the time. The first couple of days we didn't ask for the box.
Yeah.
But then we start seeing people asking for the box to take food to the home, in this case for us to the hotel, and we end up doing that because the waste of food would be too much. But actually that goes into my fifth culture shock, that I feel a lot of Americans will agree with me honestly on this one. But I felt the price of living in America. I know I have my information is not complete here, but this is what I felt, so I'm going to say it. I felt that the cost of living in America is not that high.
Yes.
I actually felt that because I was looking at houses, 300k. Here, my friends, is almost impossible nowadays to find a good home. And I'm talking about good homes in America. Gas, I mean, my friends, I went to Buc-ee's to fill the tank of the Mustang. Was like $35 or something. I had a bit of gas still, but here, my friends, it would be like $100.
Yes.
Just for you guys to have a perspective. But one thing that we also have to have in consideration is states like California, for example, when it comes to gas or even housing, are quite more expensive than a state like Texas.
Okay.
New York is one of the most expensive, from what I understand. But we went to Walmart. I mean, I didn't saw anything that crazy in Walmart in terms of prices, my friends. We got a couple of clothes there that ended up being very cheap, very good quality.
Yes.
I'm not sure if we have lower standards than you, my friends, but we felt affordable. I know Americans pay taxes like property tax, stuff like that can add a lot. Also healthcare, of course. So I don't have complete information to say what I'm saying, but at least I'm sharing with you what I felt. What I saw ended up being same price as here or even more affordable. I mean, real talk. Even at restaurants, it was not that crazy.
Yes.
We end up spending a lot because we end up ordering food for 10 people. Because if it was just for us, it is what Sarah said. We have
one portion.
One portion is enough.
Yeah.
So yeah, I kind of miss America already. While I'm editing the videos, it's difficult because I keep remembering all the things we did. I know it was a couple of weeks ago, but feels nostalgic already. So yeah, Sarah, thank you so much. I think we did a good job.
Yeah.
Different points to be fair. I agree with all the ones you said. I didn't end up, putting those on my list because, like I explained, I've been reacting for longer than you, so I was more prepared for a lot of stuff. But yeah, my friends, if you guys leave a like, because honestly, I have a lot of things to say. If you guys leave a like, we do part 2. Sarah, say goodbye to our friends.
Bye, guys.
Bye, my friends.